Hey, good people. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I'm scouring through some in the guitar community. I'm scouring through some comments, and I'm not doing this to put somebody down or to put somebody on blast to blast somebody. I'm seeing comments about about guitars. Same thing. You answering your own question. Now this guy wrote. Okay, there's a creator that bought a guitar. It's relatively cheap. Uh, a BZS SG guitar. It's a BGS SG guitar, and there's a guy complaining about prices. Okay, if you want cheap, you're gonna get cheap. That's just the way it is. No luthier is gonna put top of the line parts in a guitar and sell it cheap. Who's gonna do that? Who's gonna put expensive, highest end bridges in a guitar and sell it cheap? For instance, a titanium Floyd Rose, a titanium Floyd Rose that is $900 for that Floyd Rose system. It's $900. Who's gonna take a $900 roller bridge per titanium Floyd Rose system and put it in a $300 guitar? Who's gonna do that? Who's gonna put that in a $500 guitar? Who is gonna put that kind of system into a $1,000 guitar? Come on, people. You answering your own question. Now this guy wrote, there are some brands out there now that build some pretty good stuff under 500. That's a fact. I have guitars that 175, $180, brand new. Brand new. But the hardware is questionable. It sounds good, it plays great, but the hardware, it's subpar. And I'm not gonna spend hundreds of dollars upgrading it like my Greg Bennett. I paid $170 for that guitar brand new. I'm not gonna spend $300 and $400 to put Gibson stuff in that. It don't make sense. Dollar wise, it don't make sense. If I want a better sound, I get a better guitar. You get a better quality guitar. Now this guy, now he also wrote, but when it's $500 USD, that's not budget anymore. Huh? $500 is not budget anymore. I don't understand that. I don't understand where he's going with this. And then he says, at least in my opinion, as that brings it to $700 CDA, and therefore in the price range of Epiphone, Golden, etc. You can get Epiphones for under $700. I've seen them all day. Epiphones for under $700. I can show you a website of Epiphones that are way under $700. I don't understand where this guy's going with this. And then he says, though the big brands don't offer stainless frets at this price. Who's going to put, again, you want something for nothing. Who in the effing hell is going to put stainless steel frets in and an intermediate beginner's guitar. They not gonna do that, man. You won't be in business. It's CNC. I don't understand this. Who though the big brands don't offer stainless steel frets at this price? Of course not. I wouldn't either. It's called a business. It's called making money. This SG style looks the business though, and priced under 500 CDA. It's not bad. Yeah, but see, you are all over the place. You want something for nothing. And that's the problem with people talking about what's overpriced and what's not overpriced. You have to know what you're looking at. You have to know what you're looking at. And I'm not just talking about the brand that's on the headstock. I've seen guitars, for instance, they call it Defender Custom Shop. Those strats are $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000. And some people say, well, why would you put that kind of money into a Stratocaster? The only thing I could say to you is pick one up and play it. Trust me, there's a difference. But it's a business, people. It's a business. They're not the same. A Mexican Strat, some people say the Mexicans play as well as the Americans. You got the Mexicans, you got the Americans, you got the Pro series, you got the Ultra series, and then you got the real expensive ones. You got them custom shops. All I can say, you have to pick it up. You pick it up for yourself and hold it in your hands, how it feels, and then you plug it up, and how does it play? How does it feel? The playability. And when I say playability, I'm not talking about your skills. The average, an intermediate guitar player can critique a cheap guitar, a mid-price guitar, a high-price guitar, a very expensive guitar. An average guitar player can fairly do that based upon the playability of the instrument, the sound. Does it stay in tune? All of that comes into play. All of that comes into play. How it was built. All of that comes into play. I don't understand this guy's comment. There are some brands out there now that build some pretty good stuff under 500. That's a fact. And then he says, but here's where he lost me. But then he says, but when it's 500 USD, that's not budget. That is budget. Have you priced anything 500 or more? Have you priced anything 500 or less? Your budget might not be what my budget is. You're saying that's not budget anymore. That's not true. $500. I put it this way: my budget, $500 is cheap. Anything $500 and less for me, based on my income, is cheap. Now, he says Epiphone and Golden don't make guitars $500 or less. That's not true. That is not true. I could show you all day brand new Epiphone guitars. They $400 something, $300 something. It depends on what you're looking for. It says, though the big brands don't offer stainless frets at this price. Who is going to put the time and the effort, hours and hours and hours of neck work and fretwork into a guitar and sell that guitar cheap. Come on, bro. Some of you I question whether you even play a guitar bass, because some of these comments just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. See, mostly for me, I look for something. What I look for when I buy something, I'm looking for something that I can buy that stays in tune. And what I mean by staying in tune, it doesn't go out of tune when you start playing it. Something that stays in tune. The hardware works, satisfactory. And the playability, the feel. That's what I look for, because I don't do a whole lot of modding. The only guitars that I ever modded was the ones with my name on it. And all I did was took out the microphonic pickups and I put Seymour Duncans in them. I had those made. I had 4 guitars made with my name on it by a Korean lady. I'm not going to give her name. She works for Samick. People's Republic of Korea built me those guitars. Those aren't Gibsons. A Korean built me those guitars. And some people will say, well, you paid too much money for them. That guitar ain't worth no $500. To me it is, because she took the time to build it correctly, meaning she took the time to set that neck, and she took the time to actually fret the neck, to give it a fret job. She did all that. I didn't have to redress that thing. The only thing I did was took out the microphonic pickups. They were awful. They didn't have magnets in them. The other 3 that I ordered from her that she made for me do have wax potted. They are wax potted humbuckers. I think they're Epiphone humbuckers. But to me, it seems like some people want something for nothing. In the guitar community, you want something for nothing. You want a whole lot. You want a whole lot of guitar for a little bit of money. And when I mean a whole lot of guitar, your expectations is unrealistic for what you want for the price-wise. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. But that's the problem. I think it is. You want something for nothing, and then I ain't even gonna go into. I'm not even gonna get into the stupid comments, because some people is just what it is. It's rinse and repeat. It's rinse and repeat. That's why I don't argue with these guys. I don't go into these chats. I don't go into these live feeds, because some people just don't get it. Some people just don't get it. Peace. I'm out. You have a blessed one. Keep rocking, y'all. Keep rocking. One last thing. Start picking up everything. When you go to a music shop or a store, pick up everything and start figure it out. You'll figure it out. I figured it out. See, I figured it out. And see, the lies, I just disregard the lies. Just about everything I've ever heard. Regarding guitars and basses ain't nothing but a lie. I figured it out by picking them up and testing for myself. Peace. I'm out, y'all. Keep rocking. Rock on, folks. Rock on.